Wonderful people. Wonderful. So great to be here. So beautiful place to be at this time. So listen, join me. Get somebody, get your friend, get your sister, get a youth. Today we're going on Wealth and Wellness Wednesday. We are going through the wealthy place. So we're going to be focusing on our youth today. So if you have a young person out there, no matter how old they are, in elementary, primary, secondary, college, high school, junior high, in college, fresh out of college, listen, we need you all to come right now and join us in this place. Okay? Join me today here. And it's going to be a great experience for as many as will take the time to join me here. And it's going to be a great experience. Okay, so it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. My wealthy place, my wealthy place. Talking about money and our youth. Young people, your money is important. Sometimes I look at young people, and I've been there, done that, and the thing is, no education, financial literacy. Yeah. They say common sense is common, but not really so, my people. Not really so. You see, rich people declaring bankruptcy. I'm not even going to talk about, people down the ladder. I'm not going to talk about people down the ladder. Okay, so let me welcome. I have somebody here I need to welcome to this forum. I got a young person that is going to be here with me. We're going to be talking about the young people and their money. Money is very important. No school teaches you how to manage money. Unless maybe your degree is in accounting, or I don't even think they teach you how to manage your money. In accounting, they teach you how to manage other people's money or business. So you see lawyers coming out of school, make all this big money, and then what happens? Somewhere down the line, they declare bankruptcy. The NBA stars, they make all this money. And I mean, they make money that make you cringe. Soccer players make all this money. Basketball, NFL players make all this money. Even the celebrities make all this money. Money that make you like, what am I doing here? And then somehow they lose all the money, you know. And there's something else that can be done. Something was missing. Something was seriously missing and is seriously missing. So, here today, we are going to throw some light and we are going to kind of help us get on the track, on the train track of financial or on the train track of wealthy place.
Mm.
You may not be rich, but you should be in a place where you're not thinking so much about money, where you wake up in the morning, you're not thinking about, oh, am I going to pay my rent? Where, oh, you wake up money, am I going to pay my car note? So the wealthy place is that place where you wake up and you're not thinking of how you're going to pay your car note, you're going to pay your insurance, how you're going to pay your mortgage, how you pay your rent, how you're going to pay your school fees, and you're not thinking about that because you're in that wealthy place. Like I said, you may not be rich, but you can be in that wealthy place where money is not constantly on your mind just because we did some things and we made some decisions that we shouldn't have made. So, welcome with me, my dear son, Brother Michael Imasiko. So, we're going to dig in. He's a young person because sometimes when you talk to young people, they're like, "Oh, you don't understand." Well, listen, this is your age, this is your group, this is your guy right here, this is your man right here, this is right in your circle, whether you're straight out of high school, you're in college, you're straight out of college, he falls in all of that because he's been there, he's done that. So, Michael, I'm going to ask, get you to guide the young people. Like I said, I started saying we need to think about money. We need to think about your financial health. How healthy are you? People talk about, oh, my mental health, da, 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 da. But if your financial is out of place, it can also affect your mental health, and that's the truth. So your financial health, we're gonna look about the whole human, the whole. We're not just we have so many compartments to living in this life, in this human world. When I want to go get gas, I got to pay with money. When I have to go to the grocery store or to the market, to the supermarket, I have to pay with cash, or whatever form of payment that I have that is acceptable. So my question to you, Michael, what has been your experience with money? So here we're gonna, and I'm gonna tell you my experience with money too. So what has been your experience with money? Because you're on the younger side, and I can tell my experience as a on the other side. But tell us your experience as a younger person, because today I'm actually geared towards the young people, the young adults, the little ones, the big ones, everybody that that needs a little information. Because no matter how old you are, you'll be shocked that somebody that is 60 years old still getting their finances messed up because they just lack that information. So go ahead, Michael, and tell us what has been your experience with money.
Well, Ma, I just want to first off say good evening, and I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you, dear.
And so my experience with money has been, all up and down the spectrum. Uh, I would say that first, when I was very young, when I first got my first job working at Dollar General, I think it was like 19 or 18 years old. I just remember like every time I would get a paycheck, it'd be gone the next time I get my next paycheck. Like every time I'd have a paycheck, it'd just be gone the next paycheck. And in the moment, you wouldn't realize it. But then as you get older, like one time me and my friend were talking, we were like, yeah, man, like every time we get our paycheck, we would just blow it the next week. Like we go to Taco Bell, we go out and eat. And I think that, you get better with that, even if you don't know a lot about money. When you get into your early 20s, into your mid 20s, like you do notice that, like, whoa, I've been, I can't just live paycheck to paycheck like this. That I gotta, get better with that. So well, I would say that, what made me get a lot better with money was learning like from experiences, really learn from experiences, and then having the internet to use to research and kind of like, use it to be able to learn a lot. Try to like be careful what you learn on the internet. That's one thing that a lot of young people that, they don't teach all this financial stuff in school, but there are a lot of people that will try to use that against you to try to, make you fall into a trap, into a pit. And it's kind of like, I just thank God that, I didn't fall into too many traps or into too many pits. It's kind of like, a learning experience, but there are good pieces of information out there that, helped me to learn a lot about credit and learn a lot about building a budget, and just learn, to that it is important, even at this young age, to learn a lot about finances as you can, because the sooner you start, the better off you'll be.
Okay, so taking you up on that you just said, which is what my next question is to you. Financial literacy, is that something that one should have, or is that something that one must have? So is it should, may I, or must? What do you think as a young person?
I think it's something that you 100% must have. I think
It's
it's
a
something.
must. So you heard your brother right there. That is your person saying financial literacy is something that we must have. And what is financial literacy? It's just being able to manage the money that come in and go out of your hand. And you heard him, where you get your money and you just blow it. Like, oh, I got paid today. I don't have to pay rent to my mom. I don't have to buy food at home. I don't have to do jack. Listen, this is my money. Let's go. Where is the mall? Oh, that Nike shoe just came out. Let's blow the money. So that's what most young people do, because you are at home and you kind of feel that I don't have to pay anything to my mom. I don't have to pay rent. So you kind of say, let's blow the money, with financial literacy is what is going to teach you about how to manage whatever comes in, because your money is what comes in and what goes out. No matter what comes in, even if it's a gift, that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to tell you, oh, you're paid. No, 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 no. Even if it's a gift, even when you do get a gift on your birthday and it's in cash, as long whatever cash comes into your hand, in or out, financial literacy is simply, how do I manage that money? How do I manage, my financial health? How do I invest my money? How do I make choices? Because managing your outgoing funds is your choices, because it's all about choices. It's even incoming funds is about choices. You heard him. At 19, he got a job. I got some 19-year-olds that don't want to move. They just want to sit there behind, and just like 18-year-old, they don't want to move. They just want to sit there behind because they are home with your mom. You got to get up, man. You got to get up, young lady, and do something. Because how is it going to come in if you don't move, Michael? Is there any way you can get money in if you don't move, if you don't get a job? And we're talking about legal job here. We're not talking about, staying on the street and doing, you all know, those illegal stuff that you do to get money. No, 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 no. Every dollar we're talking about here, or whatever currency, or whatever country you're listening to us, every currency that we're talking about here has to be legal. Legal. And it doesn't have to be a job where you go, you can be your own entrepreneur. And I think sometime down the line on this wealthy place, I may bring in somebody young to talk about how you can be your own boss, because it's possible to be your own boss. Right now they're saying the economy is getting better, but nobody's getting the job. I say, yeah, because most people are now having their own businesses. That is the beauty of COVID. Young people, they're running their stuff now. They're being CEOs. Okay, so I just want to say financial literacy, and I agree with Michael that it's a must that everybody must have. Yeah, you may not spend a whole year in school to learn financial literacy, because guess what? The truth is that they're not going to teach you. You know why? Because the more people that can be in the bottom, the better for the rich. Because the rich is always depending on the poor to be richer. Listen, hear that, and hear that real good. Young person out there, the rich is depending on the poor to get richer. The rich is not getting money from the rich. The rich is getting money from the poor. I'm gonna call them. Nike getting money from you. You don't have a job that is so serious that every time you get paid, you go and get in line for that super Nike shoe of, I don't even know how much they sell them. Or you go, I used to tell my son, you buy this Nike shoe, you're making Nike richer. You buy Michael Kors, you're making Michael Kors richer. Michael Kors is already rich. Nike is already rich. Coca-Cola is already rich. Gucci is already rich. Listen, they don't even need your money right now to be rich. So the more you can keep your money and you can move all the ladder, the better for you. But guess what? Nobody's going to teach you no financial literacy, because, like I said, every rich person is depending on your illiteracy as a poor person to be rich. They give you that American dream so you can continue to be in debt. I'm just thinking about it today. Yeah, you're going to get that American dream of a big house, a big car, everything big, 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 big. You're going to be in debt, and then you're going to declare bankruptcy down the line. So always remember for yourself that nobody's going to teach you how to manage your incoming and your outgoing funds. And also remember that the rich is depending on the poor to be rich. And the rich will continue to be rich as long as the poor continues to be financially illiterate. So if you do not want to be a victim of financial illiteracy, come on, follow us and join on this. Listen, I am on a bandwagon of getting people off the slave mastership. And like I said last time, I said the mall, for example, I tell my daughter that all the time, is a slave mastership. Let me tell you my experience. Let me tell you a little bit of my financial journey. Yes. I was telling my sister-in-law, somebody, I said, you know what, everything I bought from Macy's, from the mall, from here, they actually literally gone out of my house, donated. So Why was the craze of, oh, it's on sale, let's go buy it? And my friends say, sale is not free. Listen, that's something you need to get. Is on sale is not free. So is on sale is something that they used to buy one, get one free. Ha 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 ha. No, it is not free. Buy one, get one half off. BOGO is not free. So free is always better. And if you don't need to spend the money, keep your money. The rich keep their money. You down the ladder, try and keep your money also. So, Michael, I'm going to ask you another question. Financial choice, because I think I talked about the choices that we make. So that's my financial journey. I was like, ooh, but now I'm like, I don't miss the mall at all. Like, I was just driving past Kumbola Mall. So I said, I don't miss the mall at all. They got enough of my money in my years of financial illiteracy. When I was financially illiterate, brand new immigrant, and whatever little money you have, you've heard about sale in America, and you join the bandwagon. No. Being there, done that, I have wisened up, and I do not miss the mall at all, like zero. So does financial choices impact one's future or quality of life? The choices that we make financially, would you say it has impacted your future or your quality of life?
I mean, they say that, the decisions that you make today shape your tomorrow. So I would say that that's 100%, the decisions that I made back then, financially illiterate and very young and, inexperienced, it definitely shaped my, couple of years like back. But then, moving forward now, obviously making better decisions. I mean, it's almost like, completely changed my life. I would say it completely changed my life because now just being able to, it makes you more freer, in a sense, right? Like restricting yourself, you thinking that you're not free. You're thinking that, oh, because I can't go out and do this, I can't go out and do that, that I'm not free. But actually you'll realize in a while and every step that you take, every move that you make, that you're actually becoming more free, because now you're able to make any decision that you want, anything that you want at any time. When you're financially free like that, when you set yourself up financially, you're able to actually have more decisions at your disposal because you restricted yourself to this set of rules, and it makes your life a lot better. I would say definitely your financial decisions definitely 100% shape your future.
Yes, financial, yes, you're right about that. So thank you for letting our young people know that whatever decision that you make financially shapes your future. You can be in debt for a long time. Like I told you about myself, going to the mall to buy all those beddings, they're on sale. You buy this clothes, they're on sale, and you ramp up your credit card, or you spend money that you don't have, or you take money that you could have invested in your future, money you could have actually bought stocks with and stuff like that. You put it in things that you shouldn't really be doing. So this is how it can also impact your future. Because if you do not save money, if you don't keep money, if you spend all that you have, you're kind of spending your tomorrow, right, Michael?
Mm-hmm.
You're spending your tomorrow. So we can spend our tomorrow. Whatever decisions we make today impacts our tomorrow. And you don't have to be the one that will buy the food for everybody when you go to lunch. I used to do that. Take everybody out. Oh, I'll pick up the tab. No, I ain't no Mother Christmas. I ain't no Father Christmas. You want to go to lunch? You got money? No, you don't have money still. Please. I'm gonna pass on lunch today and tomorrow and forever. You don't be the kind where you go to drink with your buddies and every time it's your card that is being swiped. You shouldn't be drinking anyway, but if you choose go to the bar, you should be the one that would pick up the tab for everybody every time. Come on, you're not Father Christmas. I tell people, I say, listen, my husband's name is Billy, but the last time I checked, he's not Bill Gates. He's not Bill Gates. He's not. So I cannot live like Melinda Gates. It's not possible. It's not. I cannot live like Ms. Mackenzie Zuckerberg. No, Mackenzie
Bezos.
Yeah, I cannot live like Mackenzie Bezos. I cannot live like Melania Trump. I cannot live like Michelle Obama. It's not possible. It's not. It's the earlier we
One day,
I have to
Ma.
make a,
One day. One day.
even if I do get there, I don't think I'm going to live like that, because guess what? There are millions of people that need help. That's just the way I feel. So instead of me to spend all that money on myself, I would rather I spread it out, because there's so many people below in Jesus. I'm going to go to the Bible, right? Jesus said, the poor I will have with me always. So I got to make sure that I keep my eyes out for the poor, because they're looking for help. So it's very important that your decisions and how you spend and whatever decisions you make now, you must understand. And I'm not talking from experience, and Michael is talking from experience too. Being there, and I've done that. I take, I'm just being there, done that, until you wake up one day, you're like, okay, I'm done for that Christmas thing. And you're going to look kind of mean. Your friends may not understand, your family may not understand, but you got to make some decisions, and sometimes it's tough decisions. And that brings me to the next question for you. Budgeting and savings. Should this be a should have or a must have for young people, old people, middle class? Listen, Bill Gates may not budget, but thank you, Jesus.
Uh,
So tell me. Like I say, my husband's name is Billy, but he and Bill Gates. So, and that's okay.
well, I would say that everybody should have a budget. 100%. Everybody should have a budget. There are a lot of tools, there are a lot of websites that allow people to track their money. And honestly, I would say Bill Gates, like one thing I've learned about, when you learn about financial literacy and what the rich do, they budget. Oh, trust me, Bill Gates has a budget. Jeff Bezos has a budget, because when it comes to tax season, they don't want to pay those taxes. So they're making sure they budget everything. And that's the thing about the wealthy. There's one thing I've learned, and I tell a lot of people, like, when it comes to money, and like why I changed so much from just trying to buy stuff, and learning that, like, having moderation. It doesn't mean that you can't get anything, but it doesn't mean that you go out there and just buy it when you don't really have to. Because the wealthy, like what regular people do and middle income people do, is they take their income and then they go spend it that directly. They take their cash and then they go spend it on liabilities. But what the rich do is they take their cash, they invest it into assets, and then their assets pay for their liabilities and pay for their lifestyle. So that's how it's like they infinitely just keep on, like, all the income that they make. And then the thing is that even then, sometimes if the money that their assets make, they put it back into their assets. So the money their assets make, they put it back into their assets to make them more money, so that they can go put it back into their assets. So it's just like, it's an infinite loop. They really spend a lot less on liabilities, a lot more on assets. And that's how they get to where they are.
Okay. So we had that. The key thing, you got to have a budget, and you have to save. If you, oh God, our parents used to say, save for the rainy day. And they also say, because when it starts to rain, it really pours. So that's why it's important that you have a budget. It's important that you have an emergency fund. That is where your savings come in, where you save first your emergency fund, because when it starts to rain, it really pours. And you have to have a budget. You cannot spend. I know you said Bill Gates has a budget. Listen. There's budget and there's budget. Okay, baby. Yeah, Microsoft may have a budget. Microsoft may have a budget, but I don't know about his personal life, because you know what I'm saying. The rich have budget, but we must. It is like, listen, it is a must that you say, oh, but I really earn $8, whatever. I am minimum wage. It doesn't matter. We say 1 + 1 is 2. When you add another one to that, 2 is 3. Add one more 1 is 4. So when you keep adding, it adds up. It's never going to add. It's not going to go down. It's always going to add up. So 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 is just, listen, we must budget. If you don't budget, forget about financial literacy. If you don't budget, forget about getting out of debt. If you don't budget, just know that you're going to remain at the bottom of the ladder. And if you're interested in coming off that ladder, up the ladder, we have to budget and we have to save. You do not put the control of your money. Michael, tell me if I'm wrong here. You do not put the control of your money in somebody else's hand.
Mm-mm.
You control your money. You control your finances. That is very important. You are in control. Don't feel like, oh, I am so powerless. Oh, I cannot do this. No, you are in control. Let me tell you, there's nothing else you feel like you have control of. That money, I tell you, I work hard for my money. So before I give it to Starbucks, no. I say no. Before I give it to, where else am I giving my money to? Before I give it to the nail shop, no. Because I am in control of your money, my money. Michael, tell me if I'm wrong. Who is in control? Who decides what is spent, who spends it of your money? Tell me, Michael.
We decide. We very much decide, you know. And there's sometimes, you know, you got to pay bills, you know, the tax man also, you know, you gotta, you know, but those are things that besides that, what we have left over, that is 100% on us, what we decide to do with. And so, you know, even then, you know, you can cut off some expenses, you know, you don't have to have, you know, you can make your water bill less by using less water. You can make your light bill less by using less light. And then that allows you to also have more control. You know, there are some things that we can't control, but it's not right to say that we are not 100% in control, because we really do have the power to make the right decisions.
So we are in 100% control of our money, except for the one that Uncle Sam takes, because Uncle Sam going to take his money. But after that, whatever goes to your mortgage, your rent, your insurance, your car, your water bill, your Starbucks bill, your lunch bill, your whatever bill, your light bill, you are in control. And Michael said it's so important. Is your light bill killing you? Look for how you're going to cut it off. Look for how you're going to turn off stuff, take some stuff out of your home, Is your water bill killing you? Well, you're going to look for, well, how do I do my laundry? Maybe I need to do my laundry at night. Maybe I need to consolidate my laundry. Everybody in my house, I get upset sometimes. But it's okay. Everybody, this person do laundry in the morning, and tomorrow other person do laundry. I'm like, the water bill is going to be high. The light's going to be high. You consolidate your laundry. Everybody drop your laundry in the laundry room, and we will do laundry one day. We can do laundry 1, 2, 3, 4 days in the week, and somebody doing laundry of 3 shirts. That's how you are in control. You got the power. You have the power to or not to go to Starbucks. Like I talk about the nail shop, I have the power to or not to go to the nail shop. Anybody puts in a gun to my head, say you got to come to the nail shop. I don't care what you say about my nails. That's your business, because it's not your money that I'm spending. It's my money. I don't care what you say about my hair. It's my business. What if I want to? If I like, I go natural. I don't go to natural. That's listen. You are in control. You cannot put the control of your money, because sometimes people control you. Social media control you. This is a gentle, a subtle control that you have to make sure your eyebrow is done. This is talking about the girls now. Your hair is long and the wig is a $500 one. You have to make sure that you do your nails every week. No. You don't have to do that. Let nobody control you like that. And on the men's side, you have to make sure that your shoe is kicking. You have those kicking shoes, they got to be kicking, and, everything got to be popping. That's social media controlling your money. But listen, this is me telling you now that don't let nobody control your money, telling you, oh, you need to come to the movies. We just released this movie. It's hard. Listen, be the first person to watch it. That is social media controlling you. But you can decide, you know what? It's my money. I want to for you. I ain't going to no movies today. It's my money I want for. I'm not going to know Chick-fil-A today. No matter how much they pop those things, because that's what we are. They pop it on your TV. They pop it on. You don't have to have Netflix if you don't want to. You got your phone. You don't have to watch movies anyway. There's so many ways you can entertain yourself. Go out to the park. Go out and take a walk. Go out and do something. These are ways you cut down. So we are 100% in control of our money. That should make you feel good. Like, what? You mean I am in control? Yes, girl. Yes, man. Yes, little boy. Yes, young man. We're going to talk about investments next time. Are you young people that you can actually invest because you're in control? You have the power over your money. Nobody else should control your money. You go to work, or you have a little short-time business that you're doing, maybe selling water or whatever you're doing to bring in a little $20 here, $30 there. You see that $20, $30, you control how you spend it. Don't tell you have to confident with them. No. Don't let Chick-fil-A tell you have to confident with them. No. Because they pop those adverts and you're seeing Chick-fil-A on your way, you're seeing McDonald's on your way, you're seeing Nike on your way. You see that shirt is like popping, it's calling you, You tell that shirt, hey, I'm in control here. You have the power. So thank you so much, Michael, for hanging out with us today on
No
our
problem.
wealthy place for the young people. Young people and their money. It is your money. You worked hard for it. So let's just go over the points that Michael talked about. That financial literacy is a must. So if you're interested in this, you can DM me. We give financial literacy one-on-one or in a group. This is what we do. We are financial coaches. We are giving you life experience. Yes, we are experts, paid off loan, walking the walk. We're not just talking the talk. So like I tell you, if you want to pay off your loan and you are ready, because there's some things that you have to really do, DM me. We are here for you. And we talked about your financial choices. They do impact your future. So whatever choices you make now, be ready that in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, like I said, now we're getting all this money. Young people are getting all this money from the government. This is the best time. I had to do this right now because I'm like, this is too much money that's coming into your young people's hands. If we don't harness this money in the next, it's not going to continue forever. President Biden is not going to continue giving all this free money away. So in the next year, 2 or 3, what would you say you have done with that money? Financial literacy. So hook up with us, DM me, send me a message, and we will be glad to put you on to help you on the journey of financial freedom. And then we talk about budgeting and saving. That is a must. You cannot, especially with all this money you're getting, and whether you get little money or big money, it doesn't matter. Everybody must save and everybody must budget. Everybody must save and everybody must budget. So thank you, Michael. And we'll be back again on this wealthy place. So this month of June, I do Wealth and Wellness Wednesdays, but this month of June, we're doing the wealthy place because we said there's a lot of money in the system. And people are getting better jobs with better pay. So there's a lot of money going on in the system. And nobody's going to teach you on your job what to do with that extra money. I just got an extra raise. I told myself, is that what I'm going to do with that little money? Yay! It's little, it's not much, but I already have a plan for it. Because I told myself, then nobody's going to take it away from me. So that's how you plan. It's not that you get a raise and you're like, oh, I got a raise. Oh, I got to do this. Oh, I got to do it. No. You are in control of that money. Whatever decision you make with your money today, it's not waiting for you in 2, 3, 4, 5 years. It's going to be waiting right there. So let's be careful the decisions that we make. Let's begin the process of budgeting and saving. So if you don't know what budgeting is, you can DM me. Like I said, we can walk you through the process of budgeting. It's not a big word. It's so simple. Forget about the half. I tell people, forget about the half. Listen, just the regular. I have a book, just the regular book. Like a notebook, a regular $1 book, $1 notebook from $1 store. You do listen. Or if you're computer savvy for young people, yeah, maybe computer will work for you. Or your phone, they have apps like that. But please do not pay for no app for budgeting. Anybody that tell you, oh, buy this app for budgeting, please. There's so many free apps out there that for budgeting, not just simply pen and paper the whole way. And you're going to be fine because what you're doing is trying to put a name on your money because it's your money, because you are empowered, because you are the one empowered, because it is your choice, because it's just because it's your money, because you worked hard for it. Now you can decide where that money go and where that money don't go. You call the money, come back. Say, money, you ain't going to no nail shop today. Forget it. You ain't going to no salon today. It's going to be, it's a doable process. It's not tough. It's just challenging, and it's just us making up our minds to do it. So, Michael, thank you so very much. We hope to have you back, and we hope you will come back because we want to talk about investment. We want to talk about being a young entrepreneur because I know you have your little side gig that you do, and we're trusting the Lord in for something bigger and more multiple streams of income. That's what we call it. We're not just going to
And
stop one income. Multiple streams. There's so many ways that lead into a mall, okay, for a reason. So we should also put that in our own financial world too, that we can get many ways to lead into our wealthy place. So welcome to my wealthy place. We will see you again. Make sure you follow us. Make sure you like and share and tag this for that young person in your life that is feeling overwhelmed by, maybe with the too much money or with the little money or with the decisions that they've made before concerning what they have. And we're trusting that it's going to be a better year, a better 2 years to come, 3 or 4 years, however the Lord is leading us. So take care. God bless you. Thank you, Michael. We will see you again.
God bless you, man. Thank you.